Hey everybody, Travis Bowman here. So I just returned from a small tour, and on the way I got to stop at the Woodstock guitar show, which of course is held in Woodstock, New York. And if you're unfamiliar about what this event is, it happens every year, and all of the world's best luthiers, private luthiers that build handmade acoustic guitars, kind of gather together to kind of show off their pieces, show off their wonderful guitars that they make by hand. It's a really cool event for guitar players, guitar makers, and just people that are into guitars and music in general. There's a lot of really cool performances there, demos to show off the guitars and what have you. And I got to go this year, and I put together a bunch of footage from this event. So if you're interested in going, or you missed this year and wanted to see what it was like, this video is for you. So without further ado, let's get into some of the footage.
Open ocean.
Open ocean.
For miles and miles.
Yeah, baby. I want you to tell me what you're about to do.
We're here for the Woodstock International Luthiers Festival. And tonight is the Luthiers concert with 5 of us in a round. It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time.
I'm going to start you off playing a little song I wrote called My Life. This is a bluesy type tune. It goes like this. Well, it's been a long day. Well, it's been a long time. It's been a long eve. It's been a long life. It's been a long life. No, it ain't been short, Mom. It's been a long life. It's been a long life. Oh, but I don't really mind. Oh, when I put my mind to thinking, will I find the answers every time? Yes, now I've been many things on mama, that's just life, it changes, but that's part I think that's sweet. Now if you don't believe me, you always feel your past when you're just out with me. Hop back beneath the grass and your face, what you want, go right on ahead. Oh mama, I head through a living, know you ain't gonna find me. been a long day, well it's been a long time. It's been a long year, it's been a long life. It's been a long life, no it ain't a show on. It's been a long life, it's been a long road. But how will I tolerate? 'Cause when I put my mind thinking, will I find the answers every time? Said I find the answers every time. Oh, will I find the answers every
Right outside of Woodstock, New York, upstate New York. Trees are really quite something this time of year. I look like I'm in the Lord of the Rings right now. And we got the Woodstock Guitar Show coming up this weekend. Gonna hang out with a lot of world-class luthiers, play some of the best hand-built acoustic guitars out there today. And after that, we've got a very short drive down to Connecticut for the 20th annual harp guitar gathering with Matt Thomas, Stephen Bennett, Andy Wahlberg, lots of other incredibly talented players. Very excited to do that. I just wanted to come out here and look at how gorgeous the leaves and the trees are this time of year in almost late October. And looking forward to practicing for the rest of the day, getting ready for what's coming next. So here we go.
It was a time I fit all my stuff in the back of the pickup truck. I could go anywhere without a care. First time I saw you smile, I sure liked your style. First date was out of sight. Cooked up a storm that night. It started with a toothbrush, then a drawer for other stuff. Life seems to sneak up. It all started with a toothbrush. I took the walk of shame, no dignity to proclaim. Grinning and didn't care if anybody stared. Hanging on the regular, my little confectioner. You left a few things behind I didn't really mind. It starts with a toothbrush, then a drawer for other stuff. Life seems to sneak up. It all started with a toothbrush. And Madeline String started living in sin, moving up to the country in a cabin so comfy. Couldn't stop how fast I felt. Things were going so swell. Got hitched at City Hall. Now look at this boy so tall. It started with a toothbrush, then a drawer for other stuff. Life seems to sneak up. It all started with a toothbrush. Life seems to sneak up. It all started with a toothbrush.
Let me get down here on my haunches.
What if
Why don't you just do it? Yeah, you can just do it.
See, now I can interview Travis Bowman here at the Woodstock International Guitar Festival. How you doing here today, Travis?
I'm doing good. Lots of guitars to play. There's a literal sea of guitars over there. Blue guitars.
Yes.
Saw Linda Manzer walking around there for a little bit.
Oh, Manzer's here.
Yeah, you didn't see her? No, she's got a booth, I think.
Oh,
I believe that she's got some sort of guitar for charity for the Ukraine.
the Sunflower Project.
Yes, that's right.
I gotta check that shit out.
We gotta check it out. It's in the main room. You walk up the stairs on the stage looking. So that's where it's at. Yes, indeed.
Holler at you later.
Holler at you later. Woodstock Guitar Show, Day 2.
Yeah, the Luthiers is $26 a day. He's a Luthier? You're a Luthier? Hi, do you have a thingy?
Not a thingy have I. I just went out for more thingies and I still don't have the thingies.
Anyway, I've never been a fan of jazz. Traum.
Hey, Travis. How are you, buddy?
Good.
Nice to see you.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You having a good time?
Yeah. Hey, you guys sound like you have quite the unexpected here.
So my name's Donal McGreevy.
Mr. McGreevy.
Guitar maker from the north of Ireland, and I've brought this Model 2 to the show. So it's a smaller of the two guitars I make, 14.5 inch wide at the lower bout. It has a 13 fret neck joint. It's a 25 inch scale length. It has Italian spruce for the top, and
Woo!
some pretty nice Hawaiian koa for the back and
I
sides.
love how that's like so symmetrical. Going
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
That is
nice.
That's
I actually
really
have
nice.
2 sets of this, consecutive slices, so I'm going to make an actual twin to this guitar in my other model.
Very cool.
Ebony binding. Neck is old Honduran mahogany, reclaimed from an old Irish church pew. 5-piece with a ebony stripe up the middle. Ebony fingerboard, bridge, head facing. The tuners are Niccolo Alessi, so they're actually handmade in Italy.
Whoa, that's fancy.
Yeah,
Very fancy.
Yeah, they're lovely. Really nice tuners.
So how long have you been building guitars?
11 years now.
11 years.
Yeah.
So in that time, how many guitars have you produced?
Not many. This is actually number 33.
Wow.
Yeah. So slow in the early days, sort of one or two a year as I was trying to learn how to do it really. But trying to get about 12 a year right now.
Very
I think
nice.
12's a nice number for me.
Well, this one is just gorgeous, man.
Thanks very much.
Very beautiful guitar.
Thank you.
And I'm a bigger guy, and it seems to be a smaller guitar, but it just hugs really nicely
It's
too.
really comfortable. Yeah.
Yes, very comfortable guitar. It's the first thing I noticed.
Smaller. I think the slightly shorter scale length, the 13 fret neck joint, just make it that much more comfortable to play. But it still has a big voice for a small.
Definitely. I was just telling you earlier. I was sitting down and playing it, and it feels like you can feel the air moving around it as you're playing it. It's a very
Well, I build with very stiff sides. You might have a look inside there. There's actually, you'll see no linings. The sides are actually 7mm thick, but they're
really?
incredibly lightweight. So you've got a really, really stiff rim assembly that allows the top and the back to really work together to move the air. So yeah, it was a bit of a mad rush to get it finished, but
yeah,
we got there in the end.
Very, very gorgeous guitar, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks very much.
That is a work of art that sounds fantastic. Gorgeous guitar.
Thank you.
Ryan Gerber, tell me what we got here. What are we looking at?
We have 2 guitars. First, this is an RL 15.5 and redwood soundboard and bird's eye maple back and sides.
Very lovely.
And Cocobolo trim, bevel armrest. This is a rosette that I've been doing quite a bit of lately. It's I call it either a carved or a faceted rosette, so it's unfinished, has a 3-dimensional feel to it.
Very nice.
And
yeah, it does, doesn't it?
15.5.
Yeah, that does look extremely pretty there. we have over yonder?
This is something completely different and new for me. I started this project 2.5 years ago, and then finally made the push to finish it up for the show.
So you just finished this, like
last week.
Last week.
Yeah, just a few days ago. Well, actually, I just strung it up on Wednesday.
Very nice.
2 days ago. So it's brand new.
Brand spanking new.
And I'm calling it the C-tone. It's made to be played in C tuning. Or the LS16, long sound hole 16. And the whole design really originated with the idea of doing more of a slit sound hole as opposed to a round opening.
Very nice.
And there's some reasons behind that, but
yeah, I'm very excited to sit somewhere that's not loud.
So the basic concept is for it to be something between a standard guitar and a baritone. Very cool. That middle ground.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And you've been building since 2013, right?
Well, I started in 2009 as a hobby.
Gotcha.
And did what I could for a few years. And then, yeah, started more or less full-time 2013.
Cool. Yep. And we can find you at gerberguitars.com.
That's right.
Thanks very much. All right, here we are. How are you, sir?
Hey.
You said this is Indian rosewood back inside?
Rosewood, yes. And the top is Italian spruce.
Italian spruce top.
Yes.
It's a gorgeous inlay, a ton of detail there.
The rosewood is made of snakewood, also the binding.
Very, very cool.
Back.
Wow. So much detail on this guitar. It's very, very gorgeous. So how long does it take you to complete something like this?
1 month and a half.
Now this is really, I really like that. It's very interesting.
Yes, a lot of fun in carving.
Yeah, I can imagine. I can imagine. Very cool. And what about this guy over here?
This one is a double O body, Indian rosewood, and the top is Italian spruce.
Very cool. Very cool. And we got a fan fret on this one,
yes.
right? Yeah. That's gorgeous. I like the inlay on this one too. So what's the EM for here?
It's the owner, because this guitar is sold.
Gotcha. Very cool. Awesome. It's beautiful.
Hey, Mark Gaiero out of Portland, Oregon, and I've got 2 OM guitars here with cutaways. This first one is my first guitar built with Douglas fir as a top, and it's got Bastogne walnut on the back, cherry neck. It's a 25 1/4 scale length.
So gorgeous. Look at that. So what do we got up here?
Spalted maple.
Spalted maple on the headstock.
And a different variety of spalted maple here on the rosette.
On the rosette? Yeah, I noticed that. It's really, really nice.
And the fretboard and the bridge are Texas Ebony.
Very nice. Yeah, that just pops right out of there.
Yeah.
Very, very nice. And what do we got over yonder?
This is another OM. It's got really nice piece of sinker redwood on the top, and then black locust on the back and sides.
Love that stripe all the way down.
Also a cherry neck, but this one has a matte finish on it.
Now, what do we got right here on these Godos?
Those are pistachio buttons, and that pistachio ties in with the pistachio here on the headstock, and also on the rosette.
Very nice.
And all those colors kind of tying together with the redwood and the black locust.
That is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
So you said you've been doing this professionally since about 2019-ish?
Yeah, that's when my apprenticeship with Urban ended, and went from being a hobby to a full-time thing at that point.
Nice. So how many guitars have you made so far?
Not a ton. Fewer than most people here, I'll say.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they're just gorgeous, man. Thanks for letting me play them. There.
Appreciate it.
And I love this, how it just kind of like bleeds into that other color there.
Yeah, it's kind of seeing that as kind of a beach sunset sort of situation.
Yeah.
Or sunrise, depending on which coast you're on, I guess.
It's very, very, very gorgeous guitar.
Thank you.
I love that neck, all these guitars. Very nice.
That's also Texas 70 on the fretboard and bridge on this one.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Mr. Pellerin, can you tell me what we're looking at here?
Yeah, I brought several guitars and hard guitar that I make just to show that I can build standard size guitar or smaller size guitar standard, and then I build a fan fret jumbo and also the hard guitar to show all the possibilities for custom order, and in fact, this hard guitar, I will show it to the hard guitar gathering next weekend, and I will show all the modification that I made on this one, because it's the first hard guitar that I made, but I wanted to change a little some things on that, and the owner wanted a 7-string also, because at first it was only 6 sub-basses. And also I changed the super trebles, how the way how it's attached, and also I matched the tone, because before the bridge was here and I had to put higher gauge so the string were bigger, but tone wise it was different. When you play here and then you play there, you was able to know without seeing it that it was playing somewhere else. Now, if you close your eyes, you can't say where it's playing.
Right.
Okay.
So this is the first one that you've ever made, and you've come back and modified it.
Modified it 12 years later.
12 years, wow.
So I removed the back, I changed a little bit the bracing, I enlarged the headstock for the sub-basses, I changed the way to tune the string, because at first it was zither pin, but it was not very easy to change the string, and I had to use loop end string, which is not obvious to find in the music store. With this super easy ball end, and then with those tuners, it's super easy to
down there.
Yeah,
very nice.
Mike Sankey from Sankey Guitars made them for me, and I had sharpening levers. So I changed the bridges. The sub basses are longer also. So because the owner has 2 harp guitar and he wanted to use the same gauge of string, same string spacing, so I had to match everything.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Well, thanks for showing it to me, man. Let me see if I can do this little trick here. 1, 2, 3. Very nice to meet you, man. Thanks so much.
Thanks.
And there you have it. That's Woodstock 2022 for you. I met a lot of really cool guitar players, a lot of cool luthiers that make some of the world's finest acoustic guitars. It was a wonderful event. I made a lot of new friends, a lot of great connections with some great people. And if you're ever considering going to Woodstock, I really hope this video will encourage you to go. It's a great time, and it only happens once a year, so make sure that you plan in advance, get out there and meet some really great people, play some really awesome guitars. Thanks so much for watching this video and for checking out my YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that next video. Thanks so much, and I'll catch you guys at the next one. Bye-bye.